Hello everybody, Thiago here. Today is August 1st, 2026, and I'm going to talk about the improvements that I made to my Hunt Design Lab. So this was the state of yesterday. I'm going to play here and you can see. This is how the game was working visually. So you can see that it had some tweening. So when creatures move from tile to tile, there is some interpolation about the position. So you can see that they do not teleport instantly. There's this visual like they are moving, um, but this was not good enough for me. So yesterday I was checking this page here, um, and I noted that all sprites are facing front and post to the right, and there was even this button here where I can flip the sprites. So I had one idea. Let's try to improve the game visually, the engine visually. And the first thing that I was thinking is like, okay, what if I try to start a system to generate sprite animations automatically with Gemini or Grok? So I asked Gemini, I'll try to create those sprite sheet walking north, south, and left to right. But then it was going to be a lot of work, and I'm just trying to focus in the main features of the engine with simulating combat, measuring, and fixing bugs. And for this one, I'm not really interested in making it so nice, but I still want to improve the game visually. So the first idea was like, okay, if all sprites are in this position to the right, let's try to implement something to make it better. So when the sprites move to the left, we flip the sprites horizontally in the game, so it's like a mirror, right? Technique. This is a common technique. But then that was like, okay, what else can I do? And then I started to do what I call procedural single frame animation system. I don't know if that is something official or there's a better name for this, but procedural single frame animation system is like this idea. You have just one frame, you want to improve your game visually, what you do? So I started to implement a series of cheap tricks to make it better visually. And one is to flip horizontally, and also like when the players or creatures are attacking others, you flip the the sprite again to the correct direction. And on top of that, I start to add shadow blobs or blob shadows, I don't know. So there is a shadow that's following the sprite dynamically when the sprites are moving. And also I applied a movement, so like a small jump to the sprite to make it visually better. And also I start to add some other things like an aura for rare mobs or stronger mobs get an aura. So here's the result. I'm going to play here so you can see like this is a little bit better. Those are really cheap tricks, so you save a lot of I don't know, time trying to improve the game visually. Just a little bit. You can see like maybe you can notice the sprites are like jumping from tile to tile. There are some shadows. Let me pause here, stop here, and let me put the arena so you can see the aura for mobs a little bit better. Let me speed up here. So soon there's going to start spawning mobs that are stronger. Let me see here. Okay, so here, yeah, this one has some aura here. So you can see some, let me check. Oh, this one is purple. So you can see that. So also, depending on the mob, how strong is the mob, it gets a different aura, and also the sprites are slightly bigger. So you can see that this one was bigger than the others. This one is really bigger. Yeah, you can see that though this one is not as bigger as this one. So this is the boss. This is like an elite and so on. So this is my quick update from what I did yesterday. So yeah, procedural single frame animation system. I'm just going to try to improve. The next step is trying to improve the spells. So the set of tricks, I think it's going to be good enough for making this project visually way better, right, than what it was before. Those simple things here. And yeah, so the changes are on GitHub. Hope everybody enjoy. Okay, see you. Bye.